Hey, it's Gothy, and another day. I didn't end up doing any of my assessments yesterday. I decided I wasn't motivated to do them, and it kind of felt like a chore. It still sort of does, but I'm gonna do them today. Um, so far today I've cleaned up a little bit of the kitchen. I just made myself some noodles, the beef. Um, I'm going to start doing some assessments. I'm going to start with finished a book, um, The Uninvited by Liz Jensen. Interesting. Although it didn't quite end the way I was hoping, and it left me with a lot more questions. So I have, um, so I have two assessments that are supposed to be due today, but because today's a public holiday, there's no class. So tomorrow, I have My Story Revisited, which is like a personal reflection on everything that we've learned during the unit and stuff like that. Because it's the cultural diversity unit, so we sit and we talk about all sorts of stuff. Um, and we also have to do personal reflection journals, which I've done 4 of. We only need 4, but I'm going to do an extra 2 just because then that way, because I worry, my big problem with the cultural diversity class is there hasn't been anything that's come up that's challenged me at all. Nothing that's challenged my opinions or my beliefs or anything because I've already got what I think is a well-rounded opinion of all sorts of things. We did sex work, we did propaganda and media, we did bias and stuff like that, asylum seekers and stuff like that. So I already have what I believe to be a good, well-rounded opinion on all of these things. So I haven't had to unlearn anything. I haven't had to challenge any of my own beliefs or anything. So I kind of worried that I haven't written enough for them because I don't have anything to write about. So I'm going to do 6 just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the personal reflection. I'm going to start off with those. Then I have this is the Tuesday class. That is okay, so that one's just an in-class one. I don't actually need that bit. Yeah, that can go back over there. And then for the Wednesday class, this is where most of the work will be going. We have an agency reflection, which is basically a report on. We were supposed to see a whole bunch of guest speakers. We've only actually seen 2. We were supposed to have 6. So we were supposed to pick one agency, focus on what they do, examine what they do, personal reactions, um, what you learned from the agency, how contacting this agency may help you when you're working in the field. And then you got to pick a second one and compare them to the first one. But that one's going to be a bit difficult because we've had a bunch of speakers cancel on us, and we've had to cancel on speakers, and I'll have to try and MacGyver something up out of that, but I'll make it work. Um, and then we've got a presentation on youth subcultures. That's going to be the one that takes the longest. It's a 15-minute presentation. It's going to be accompanied by a PowerPoint presentation. Um, so basically, you're going to talk about what subcultural group you're picking. I'm actually doing 2 because they're very similar, very intertwined. I'm going to do goths and metalheads, because that's something that a lot of people find they start to go towards when they're young teenagers, preteens. Well, I did anyway. And then you've got to outline strategies that a youth worker might use to engage young people in the subculture and how to build rapport with them. What strategies would a youth worker use to communicate? Which, those 2 questions are so similar. It's yeah. What might be some specific difficulties in working with this group, and what could a youth worker do to deal with these? So, I'm going to do goths and metalheads, And yeah, those are the only ones I've got to do. One of them I can't do until I see my teacher, because we have a log of hours. So this is where we were supposed to have all of the speakers and stuff filled in, because we have to do a total of 160 hours of volunteering or community service, or doing stuff like listening to speakers and stuff like that, to finish the course. So there are two I need to reckon. I probably spelled that wrong. I'm not too fast right now. But the teacher's got to mark it off, and he's going to tell me how many hours I can put down, because for one of them I left early, because that was the courthouse visit from last week, the one that was incredibly embarrassing and humiliating. So we were supposed to go back for a tour after the morning tea and stuff, and I didn't go back. I went home. I was just like, no, I'm pretty over this, truthfully. So I've just got to get him to sign that off. But I think in total, let's see, 2 hours. I think he said he was going to give us 5 for that, so that makes 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 hours out of 160. Isn't too bad, but we've still got 6 months to do the rest, so. Yeah, I'm going to get that sorted, and then I've just got 2 in-class ones. So, reflection, log, subculture. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to buckle down and try and get those done today, because I'd like to do some stitching. The project I'm doing for my friend, I have finished the text. That fabric is not showing up as awesome as it actually is. It's like got greens and stuff in it. But now I've just got the bits around it to do. But I was thinking I might put it down for today, and I might work on a different project and start doing my 100 stitches on some of my other projects. Yeah, I just feel like picking up something different. So I'm sure they won't mind that it's going to take a bit, that I'm not going to finish it all in like a day or something. So now I'm going to eat some lunch, do some of this assessment, and try and get them done, because I just want them done. The upside is that this is my last week of classes. Next week I have a 4-day workshop on child. How was it? I need to find that bit of paper that they gave us in the first week. But it's a workshop on framework or something, ethical framework for working with children or something like that. Let's see. That's for semester 1. I don't know if it's in this. No, it's not that one. I thought I have it somewhere. I know I have it somewhere. I need to find it, because it's got the outline for next semester too, so. I'm just naturally procrastinating at this point. I should really work out some sort of reward. Like, hey, you sit down and knuckle down and do your assessment and do this. At the same time, I'm just like, I need to find that thing. I don't know where it is. I need to find it, because I need to work out what other stuff I've got to be doing next semester. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta do that Google thing too. I don't have enough hands to do this stuff. I'll see you later. So it's me again. I'm chilling out. It's about 9:30 at night. I have Q&A, the live stream up on the other screen is going to start any minute now, so that I get my political angry on. Eating dinner. We eat late dinners just because we've sort of gotten into the habit. Andrew works in a bottle shop, so he finishes work at 10 p.m, doesn't get home till about 10:30, 10:40, so I'm pretty used to just cooking dinner late. But probably doesn't look any good, but it's chow mein and noodles, so lots of veggies, lots of mince, and some noodles. I used to do it with Hokkien noodles, but I do it with 2-minute noodles now because Hokkiens are like $3-4 a bag, and 2-minute noodles are 99 cents for 5 packets. So it was sort of I buy Hokkien for other stir fries and stuff when they're on special and just kind of stock up on them where I can. But yeah, the reason this is relevant because I'm also doing the dinner list for the fortnight, so start coming up with meals that we can have and work out groceries so I can get those done tomorrow. We'll be probably doing those after TAFE. And that's Q&A starting. And I got 3 of my 4 assessments done. I'm going to do the other one tomorrow, and that one's due Wednesday, so yeah. Alright, let's see what topics come up today. I'm actually wondering if they will bring up the transgender assault that happened I think Friday night in Newtown, but I'll talk about that later.